good. And apparently, from what people have hinted at, it's a sequel of something. But where the location is, one, it's in the Nevada desert.
Right.
And the road next to it is apparently has something to do with Half-Life. So, so who knows? There's like,
I mean, I'm kind of with you, dude. I think that there's a very good chance that it has to do with potentially Half-Life and potentially, it could be, I mean, dude, it could be one of a million different things. I mean, it's cool. I love that they did that because it just leads to so much speculation.
Apparently only 3 people know what it actually means. Jeff and 2 reporters.
Okay.
That is it. Apparently those are the only 2 people. Even the people who made the statue don't know what's up.
Wait, a reporter and Jeff.
2 reporters and Jeff. That is it.
What's so cool about that, dude, and we're gonna get to it, but what's gonna be so cool about that is just I love that they're doing something like this.
Yeah, this is cool. I like this.
I just like that they're hyping up the Game Awards, like, because now everybody wants to know what it is. They should do this every year.
I wouldn't mind it.
Honestly, dude, they should do it for Gamescom. They should do it for all Jeff Keighley.
Well, let's see how this goes.
Right, I think that's probably what he's doing.
It depends on what this is.
Because I mean, imagine it's Call of Duty.
Doubt it.
Bro, can you imagine it's Black Ops 8?
I would be so angry.
Oh my, there's no way, dude.
I would be so angry. I would never play another Call of Duty ever again.
There's no way, dude. I'm just making Call of Duty like such a meme now.
Such a back-ended hand. Such a backhanded slap. It's great.
Oh my god! But
I was playing the new Elden Ring DLC that came out, the Night Rain.
Oh, that's
DLC.
right. How is it?
It's pretty good. I love the new characters and I love the new map, and a lot of the old bosses that I have not fought in the other Souls games are in it too. So that's nice.
Yeah, Jaden was telling me that he was really excited about it.
I'm excited for it too because there's one boss in particular that I know a lot of people were excited to see. His name is Artorias.
Wait, is it already out?
Yeah, it's already out.
Okay, all right. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Came out today. His name is Artorias the Abyss Watcher. He is by far one of the most iconic characters in Dark Souls franchise.
Abyss Watcher. That's a pretty cool name.
Yeah, well, it's a title.
Oh.
Because he's the leader of the Abyss Watchers, because in Dark Souls 3, you actually fight, like, his crew.
Oh.
But in the first game, in a DLC, you fight him, and he is intense.
Yeah. Wow. No, that's exciting, dude. I'm really...
I love Night Rain, and I can't wait to play more. Not to mention Helldivers 2 has also gotten a massive update as well. They did
I heard...
They did something really cool.
Justin Lin, the guy who directed... I believe it was Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. I think he did 2 Fast 2 Furious. He did a couple of the Fast and Furious movies. A couple of them, I think one of them, Tokyo Drift, was okay, but then like the other one that he did was really bad. Well, anyways, he's directing the Helldivers movie.
I know this is heresy, but I've never seen a Fast and Furious movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've never seen one.
Yeah, you know what, dude? They started off really good, and then they got goofy, bro. It was, you know what, dude? It actually kind of reminds me of Call of Duty a little bit because you remember how we were talking about how the Ackman called Call of Duty creatively bankrupt? It kind of reminds me of that because it's almost like they ran out of ideas.
Yeah, it's one of those things like, well, I know a lot of people still like a lot of those Fast and Furious movies because a lot of them were actually pretty good from what I heard. Like, a lot of people just like want to see the action, you know, Dominic Toretto family type of shit.
Right.
Which is fine. But like, you got to realize at a certain point that something has to end.
Yeah.
Because you can't just keep going on and on and on forever. Everything at one point will come to an end. Yeah. Except Fortnite. Fortnite's pushing a decade. That's weird to think.
Dude, it's unreal. Game Terra Brazil, what's up, brother? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, dude,
that's weird to think. Fortnite's pushing a decade.
Well, bro, I was
like, there's kids out there who are playing it at season 1 that are probably almost out of high school.
I felt really you start feeling like a lot older than like you just start feeling a lot older. Like for me, there was a story that came up on Facebook for me that my first movie I ever worked on, A Christmas Tree Miracle, released in 2012, and it's like, wow. That was a long time ago, dude.
Every day.
You don't even really like you kind of like you think about it like, yeah, it felt like a while, but it doesn't feel as long as it actually was.
This game will always be a very special place in my heart. Ark will always have a special place.
Yeah.
And every time I play it, I always get the sense, man, I've been playing this for so long. And it's just
it's cool.
fun.
It's a cool. I mean, it's
one of those games where no matter what, I can't bring myself to uninstall because it just hits me so hard with nostalgia and love that I cannot get rid of it, despite all its problems. I just can't get rid of it.
You know what's interesting, and you got to. This kind of leads to you start like with your whole YouTube journey, and you're beginning that. I was recommended one of my own videos that I uploaded 6 years ago. It was called "What Happened to E.G. Idra," and Idra used to be like, he was at like the peak of StarCraft 2 a long time ago when StarCraft 2 first came out. And when I clicked on the video and I started just listening to it, it was just gameplay and you could hear my voice and just the way that I would like the energy I had and all of that stuff. It wasn't that my voice sounded different, but the way I make videos then was different
than what you do
yeah,
now.
dude. And it's crazy because it's documented. You get to see like this journey. I guess
that's the cool thing about like people who've been doing YouTube for a very long time is that they can always just go back and see what they did like 10, 15 years ago.
It's crazy. You can see your gaming journey. And it was, I mean, and it was only, when you think about it, it was only 6 years ago, but it's like, it was 6 years ago.
Yeah.
You know?
I was watching a clip of an interview with Wildcat, if you know who that is.
Oh, of course, dude.
Yeah. He was commenting like on his whole like YouTube journey, and he brought up that one of his first videos was like a Call of Duty just shit talking one. It was fun. And he brought up that he would never have met like Vanoss and all the other people if Vanoss never commented on his video.
Yep.
Because if you go to that video to this day, you can actually find the comments like, hey man, I'm an up and coming YouTuber too. You want to do some work together? Just write in the comment section.
Yep.
And it started from there.
Yep. It doesn't happen like that anymore, but
no, unfortunately.
But it's cool that
you could always
see these journeys that happen, and it's wild.
That's how I feel about another YouTubing group. This YouTubing group is a very special place in a lot of people's hearts. Ever heard the Yogscast?
Mm-hmm.
It is a group of people in England, and they just made Minecraft videos. All of them just like were like, this is like a group of like 9, 8 people, 10 tops. They just do Minecraft videos. And it could be either like a roleplay series that they're working on, or just like a mod pack that they're just working on and they just want to play for a little bit. Then they have another series called Undead Labs, which is basically just like a mod showcase, but it's like heavily RP. Basically just a bunch of British people messing around. They were fun fact, they are the very first YouTubers to ever receive a diamond play button.
Really?
Yes, they are the first. The Yogscast was the main channel, was the very first YouTube channel to ever receive a diamond play button.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, even before PewDiePie?
Before PewDiePie.
Wow.
They were the very first.
That's cool, man.
And they still make like pretty good videos. Like I know every Christmas they have something called like Jingle Jam, where it's basically like a radio podcast where they have like donations that go to like hospitals, all this type of stuff, or gifts to kids or something like that. They basically just do something every Christmas.
Wow. That's cool, man.
Yeah, they do a lot of cool stuff. I love them. They make good music too.
I think like moving forward as we move into,
next year,
just into the future, dude, you're like looking back on, I mean, even just like our podcast.
Yeah. It's almost been a year.
Imagine.
I think it's been just about a year since we started doing this podcast together.
Yeah. And so, I mean, I think going back and,
that's weird to think, man. It feels like time has just been like zooming by.
It really has. It goes so like
it goes so
well,
fast.
Especially when you're busy, you're working, you're having fun, all that stuff. It just seems
and then
like.
Not to mention, like we have jobs outside of this as well.
Mm.
I know you got the roofing company. I've got Kroger, which I might be a lot more busy coming up soon, which would suck, but it is what it is. I might be getting paid more soon.
Oh, okay. Well, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah. Hopefully everything works out. Hopefully.
Well, let's get started.
Yeah, we just rambled on for about how long?
A few minutes.
About almost 10 minutes of just us bull crapping about the glory days.
What's up, guys? It's Zero here, bringing you all a brand new episode of Horror Theory. Welcome, everyone, to Horror Theory, the best horror gaming-related show here on YouTube. And I'm super excited about our episode here today. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about, so let's get into it. I'm joined, of course, guys, the usual suspects, Jeff, J the K0518. What's up, brother?
What's happening, party people? How you doing?
Outstanding, dude. How you been, man? You been doing good?
I've been doing good. I've been really trying to focus on, because work's been crazy with the holidays and all that type of stuff, so I haven't really had a lot of time to A, stream, which sucks, and B, try to record a video. It's been a trial process, and now that hopefully with the holidays finally dimming down a bit, because I mean, who really buys a lot of produce during Christmas?
Right.
So hopefully, yeah. Thanksgiving's our holiday, but Christmas, I imagine we're pretty slow. But then again, I wouldn't know because I've never worked in a produce department during Christmas.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's going to be some fun times.
But yeah, so hopefully once the holidays dumb down, I'll get back into a consistent streaming and hopefully a consistent YouTube upload schedule. Hopefully. Just gotta get through these holidays.
Yeah. You know what, Jeff? I one of the things that I wanted to talk about before we get into our normal show notes. So, guys, we're coming at you from Zero Dark, which is South Carolina's home for gaming, esports, photography, videography, and entertainment. And Jeff and I have been doing this now for close to a year, doing the podcast and all of those things. And never did I think that I thought maybe at some point in the future, but not like in our first year, we got nominated for 5 different categories for Bluffton's Best 2026. And, Jeff, it kind of, it almost gives me, I get chills just even thinking about it. The fact of the matter that, I posted on social media that, hey guys, we got, nominated, and, the response from people, people who are regulars that come into Zero Dark, people who just,
hear you in passing glance.
hear about us and stuff like that. It was like borderline emotional because, hey, I mean, whether we, win, lose, to me,
at the end of the day, like, this is the ultimate top point of all the hard work that you and Alyssa have been doing here.
Yeah, man. I think it takes like a village. You're a part of this thing. I mean, it's a group of people who believe in this. And I was thinking, thinking on it. Probably about a week or so ago, I was like, if the whole goal of Zero Dark was if I could impact just one person, it was worth it. Yeah. It was like the mission, all of that stuff. It just impacting one person. Yeah.
You left a positive mark on someone's life.
Yeah. Like,
that is something I strive to do on a daily basis with my people. Like, I always try to make sure that, like, my people know that they are loved and respected, that they are, my group of people, and that I'm willing to kill for you.
Yeah.
That's how I've always, like, that's like the level of loyalty that I've always told my friends, like, is like, if you need to find somebody to hide a dead body, I'm the guy you got to call.
I think,
there's very few levels of loyalty you get with a quote like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and it's really, I guess the word would be very, like, thankful and just humbling to see a response from people who believe in this thing, who are supporting this thing, and we really, it feels like, we've done some great things in our first year of business, but I feel like we haven't even scratched the surface of the potential.
Yeah, that's why I told you when we first started doing this, is like, this place has immense potential.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because how many places that have gaming cafes around here? Zero.
Right. Yeah.
How many places that got gaming cafes in Savannah? One. I know there's one. I've been to that one. But it wasn't even like a gaming cafe. It had, like, VR. That was it.
Yeah. I guess I just want to say thank you to everybody. I'll leave, I've been leaving links in the description. I'll leave links in the description down below. So for those of you who feel like, you know what, I want to support this startup business. I want to be a part of this mission to impact people and impact people from a creative perspective, entertainment perspective. I'll leave those links down below, and I'm super grateful for all of you who have been voting for us. You can vote every single day for Bluffton's Best 2026, and I give massive big up and shout out to everybody else who was also nominated in each of our categories. You know, we're going up against some heavy hitters.
Yeah, we're going against some people, like some heavy hitters. We got Station.
Yep, Station 300.
Station's been
I know
around for a
I know a
while.
number of the guys over there. Awesome guys. They've come into Zero Dark. You know, I just from best new business to best photographer, best place for kids to have fun.
I think you got definitely best business, best new business. I think you definitely got that.
I mean, yeah, we're going up against some heavy. I mean, once again, like Wine Time is up there. I know.
Okay.
Jaden's mom is she's like a bartender there.
Oh yeah.
You know, so there. The way I look at it is all of the choices that you have. I feel like they're all awesome.
Yeah.
You know, and so, anyways. But a really big shout out to everybody in the community who's been voting for us. You know, I do not take it for granted at all. I love this thing because I love all of you. And I think the biggest thing is giving back as much as we can to the community. And if we can impact one person, then we've solved the mission.
Yeah.
So big shout out to you guys. And also to you, Jeff, of course.
Appreciate it, man.
You know, you hear all the, here all the time for the podcast and everything else, dude. I'm super grateful.
Trust me,
for you.
if I had more time in my hands, I would be here a lot more because I just like
I know you would.
I know, like, I just love the vibe of this place. Like, I remember, like, the couple of early days when you had, like, a bunch of, like, the week stuff going on, like, Fortnite Fridays. I would always be here for a little bit just to hang out and just, like, hang out with the kids, you know, just try to, like, keep the vibe going and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, I think you're kind of like a big brother to the kids.
Yeah, I try to be nice to people, man. It's just how I am.
Yeah, I know, it's awesome, dude. But yeah,
like, the two things that people like the two things that I've always found funny is that, for some reason, kids like me and dogs like me. Cats hate me.
Hey man, I'm a dog guy.
I'm a dog guy too. I mean, hell, when I went to go look for puppies to adopt, I got scratched by a cat when I was just trying to sign in.
Well, it leads me, you know, our journey kind of started with the podcast and everything else.
Yeah.
And so one of the things I've been really looking into, Jeff, is, you know, expanding the podcast, because we have this podcast set up and everything else. I've had a number of people that have come in here that are entrepreneurs, who are business owners, or just people who are like business savvy, like who just want to get on the mic and talk. So one of the things that we are going to be launching starting next week is I'm going to be starting a Zero Dark. It's going to be an entrepreneurship podcast where we bring on a business owner. They'll tell us about their story. They're going to explain the highs, the lows, the peaks, the valleys.
So basically, just give publicity to
other business owners. That's man. Cool. I mean, I think that it's really important that I know it feels like now more than ever everybody has a podcast, but I know that there's a lot of business owners out there that don't have a platform, or they don't have the equipment. There's something that they don't have to get their voice out there.
Yeah.
And I take it really personally that every single business owner out there of whatever walk of life, they all have an opportunity to have a platform, have a place where they can, explain like
what they do, what their business is.
Their struggles, the things that they're exceeding at. And I just think it's really important. And honestly, dude, I just want to pick their brains too, because
that's good too. Like it's good to like pass around ideas from different walks of life and different mindsets.
1,000%, dude. Because the more that I've been in Bluffton now for 5 years, and what's really interesting about this area is, it's exploded in terms of so many people coming, but it feels like a small town still.
Well, that's because
you're running into people and it's like, bro.
That's how I feel, because like I keep running, because like we get a lot of regulars at Kroger, like a lot of regulars.
Right.
And like a lot of them know me by name because of like how much like they've seen me at the store, because at a certain point I practically lived at that store.
Well, yeah, no, I'm sure, dude.
But
I mean, you've been at Kroger for how long?
I've been at Kroger for a total of 5 years now. I did take like a pseudo hiatus break for like 3-4 months because I couldn't take it anymore. It got too stressful and I just couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
I was willing to admit like I can't keep going like this or else I'm going to die.
Yeah.
And then I just took like a couple months to like find myself. Hell, that's when I actually started my Twitch channel.
Yep.
Like those first couple months, I was like, man, this is something I want to do. So I started the Twitch channel. I did the cheap man way out. I know it's bad, but I had to use it because it was something I had to do. I used generative AI to make my banner, my little Twitch icon. I used AI for that. I'm not going to deny that. I'm not going to just say, oh, I drew it myself. I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
No, I'm just going to straight up say, yeah, it was cheap. It was free. I didn't have the money to pay the artist because I didn't have a job at the time.
No, I get it, dude.
However, my banner that's in the back of my YouTube channel and also my Twitch channel, I actually took that screenshot myself in game.
Whoa, that's cool.
That one I took.
Right now, Jeff, since we're just starting, why don't you plug your Twitch right now? I know you haven't been able to stream on a super consistent level, but just so you guys should definitely go and check out, just follow Jeff the next time he goes live. But Jeff, what's your Twitch?
My Twitch is at jthek0518. It's full letters, all numbers, and you can find me on Twitch. I am trying, like you said, I'm trying to get back into the streaming consistently on a weekly or hopefully on a weekly basis to hopefully get that to that daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
But for right now, with the holidays being craziness and I have a job, it's just been a little, especially like the hours I work in my job. I work from 5 a.m. to 1 in the afternoon, and it's just been a hard time to find time for myself. But I am definitely going to try to get back on the process of streaming consistently, and then once the streaming goes well, I'll be able to upload to the YouTube channel once I get that fully set up. I still have to do some ironing out things, but for right now, it's all right. It's a growing process.
Yeah.
And I know I've said that 1,000 times on this podcast. It has been a growing process, not to mention a learning process too, with editing. Editing in general is pay your fucking editors. That shit is hard. I hate when I hear YouTubers who don't pay their editors or threaten. I'm like, pay your fucking editors. They're good people.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. But yeah, you guys should definitely check out Jeff.
Yeah. And I appreciate all who have followed me from these podcasts where you've heard me from. And I really do appreciate the support because I actually have been noticing my numbers have been slightly going up, even though I haven't really done shit.
That's cool, dude. No,
it's
that's
good.
Awesome. So, I mean, it gives you kind of that, the thought in your back of your mind is if you're able to get consistent at it, eventually
those numbers just keep going up.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, not to mention, like, on the rare occasion that I have streamed, I have actually gotten into double-digit viewers.
Cool.
Like, not many, like 12, 13, but that's better than that's better than my usual, which is like 2 to 4.
Right. No, that's awesome, dude. That's super cool.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, let's get into this, guys. So, the Game Awards.
Yes.
They're coming up.
Yes.
December 11th.
Yes.
We're going to be doing, just so you guys know, I'm going to plug this right here. We are going to be doing a watch party for the Game Awards 2025.
Watch party.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. The last one was the Horror Game Showcase, I believe. Yep.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing a watch party for the Game Awards right here. And what I want to do is I want to go ahead and do our Game Awards prediction. So what I was thinking, Jeff, the way that we could do this is first and foremost, we can start with, I think the biggest, I mean, we could go through all the categories, but I think what we do is we kind of stick with Game of the Year.
Well, we know who that is.
Right. Yeah. And then we can go to
the categories
some of the games that we're hoping to see potentially come in the form of maybe a teaser, some gameplay, whatever the case might be, and go from there. So I guess the way that we should start this is the Game Awards, guys. For those of you who don't know, I mean, the Game Awards is pretty much like a culmination of
Everything
the best that gaming has to offer every year.
Yeah, the best of what this year has brought to gaming.
Yep. And this year, we got a pretty good lineup. I think that it's kind of broken down to probably a big three that we're looking at. They're probably going to take the majority of the awards, that being Expedition 30 or Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
Expedition 33 is the first game to be nominated in 16 categories. I think it has the most nominees ever.
Yep. Number 2 would be Death Stranding on the Beach, or Death Stranding 2 on the Beach. And number 3, I believe, Silksong.
Yeah, I think Silksong is going to do very well because I think the problem is, like, they're both indie games.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a fight to see who's the best indie game. But the problem is, like, people loved Silksong.
Yeah.
And the reason behind why people love Silksong is, for one, it's a small team. It's 3 people. 3 people made that game.
Wait, one really quick, Jeff. We've got a few comments. Gamesatera Brazil said, we will be playing State of Decay 3 in the first semester of 2026. I don't think so.
Doubt it.
Gamesatera, it'll probably be 2027.
Yeah,
maybe the first quarter of 2027, but nonetheless. MD Ultra, what's up, MD? You guys are doing something big here. Glad I'm in for the ride. Watch Zero since like 2019, 2020 realm. So this is crazy how far you've come. I appreciate you, brother.
Hey man, we're glad to have you for the ride.
Yeah, I'm glad, dude. You have been like practically a day one MD. So you know,
I've been seeing you in the chat every now and then.
I've been super grateful for you, man.
Ride, man.
And he comments on
it's
a bunch of videos and because he obviously MD sees like what we're trying to do in terms of putting spotlights on different, games that maybe don't get as much love.
Yeah.
Whether it's SOD, whether it's Gears, even some of the smaller games. I mean, dude, we talk about so many different games. It's crazy. But
there's
anyway,
a lot of stuff.
Yeah. But, okay. So continue. So Jeff, you think Silksong it's definitely gonna win some stuff.
I think Silksong's gonna win some stuff, but I think Clair Obscur is probably gonna sweep.
I think it's going to really sweep. Part of me, Jeff, I had to look. I
swear to God, if Donkey Kong Bonanza just sweeps in and sneaks in and steals the game award, I will be so fuming.
Well,
Don't get me wrong.
I'm gonna tell you this though, Jeff, with Death Stranding. For me personally, I had to look back. I believe it was 2019 or 2020. Death Stranding 1 did get nominated for Game of the Year.
Yes.
It lost, though, to...
it was God of War.
No, it was Black Myth Wukong.
No, Black Myth Wukong was...
Wasn't it?
No, Black Myth Wukong came out last year. That was nominated along with Astrobot and Shadow of the Erdtree. I think it lost against God of War.
Wait. You're right. Okay, no. It says here, it lost in 2019. It was nominated for Game of the Year, but... the winner was Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice.
Not surprised. That was by far it's arguably one of the best Souls games ever made.
Now, Death Stranding, though, it did win several awards. It won Best Game Direction, Hideo Kojima. Kojima's incredible. Yeah. Best Score and Music, and Best Performance, which was Mads Mikkelsen, which was interesting that he won over Norman Reedus. But nonetheless, a part of me, Jeff, maybe I'm a little bit biased. But I would like to see Death Stranding win, even because it lost in number 1. And I don't know if a sequel's gonna win over Clair Obscur.
Well, here's the thing: like this Game Awards, like for Game of the Year, it's a juggernaut. Like it's every single game on here deserves the spot.
Yeah.
But you can't ignore the 2 main things that's probably not working well for Silksong and Death Stranding 2. Is the sheer fact alone that they are sequels.
Right.
Which, for one, that's good. That works for them in a little bit of ways, is that the fact that they are sequels and are still being very well respected and well sold. But at the same time, they are sequels of an already existing universe. Clair Obscur was made by, 33 people?
Yeah,
Something
the story around it is unbelievable. The story
around it just feels something so unique. Something that I've never heard before, something that I've never seen before, with so many unique and like wacky characters, such good dialogue. It just hits a lot of points for me on why I think it's probably gonna win.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, I think that Death Stranding is a better looking game personally, but at like just the character models, the environments, and unbelievable. Like the art direction might win.
The art style, definitely.
I don't think Hideo's gonna win for. I mean, if he wins game director, man, dude, that would be unbelievable.
It wouldn't
Game
be a
direction,
surprise.
I mean,
it wouldn't be a surprise because it is Kojima.
Yeah, but I think that Clair Obscur, that direction, based on everything that I've been seeing and from what I've played of Clair Obscur, I think that it might just kind of mollywop. See, the way I look at it though is, and I know the Game Awards is different than the Oscars or the Academy Awards, like in movies, but like the Lord of the Rings, the Return of the King. So they had obviously, if you've seen the trilogy of the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring, and then the Two Towers, the Return of the King. The first two, they got nominated, I believe, for a number of things, but they didn't win the big one. And then the Return of the King, the third one, they won. They wiped the floor of everybody, of everything. And so I don't know if we can really say the same thing about the Game Awards, like, because it feels like there were things about Death Stranding 2 that they clearly outdid themselves from the first one.
Yes.
So to me, that gives you an advantage of maybe getting closer.
It follows the perfect term of a sequel.
Right.
It improves and adds to the previous project, which is great.
But I'm with you, though. I honestly, dude, I feel like it's between I think it's between Death Stranding and Clair Obscur.
I think it's between the three being Clair Obscur, Death Stranding,
Silk Song's definitely there. I mean, Silk Song, I feel like it took the world more like by storm. $20. It was kind of became like this phenomenon.
Not to mention, it just dropped out of nowhere, mainly because the devs just they just loved making it.
Yeah,
like that. The thing is, like, not like the thing that set Silk Song back for like 2 years is not because. It's not because of funding. It's not because of like fun, like all this other like usual crap that like sets games back. It was because these guys just love making this game.
Yeah.
And then like at the end of the day, like that's what it's all about. It's just loving making
100%, dude.
So I'm gonna go over all the pros and cons from my perspective of all the Game Award nominees. You got Clair Obscur. Just gonna get this one out of the way. It was a brand new IP. From a brand new studio. This was their very first game ever made. And
they knocked it out of the park.
They knocked it out of the park. Like, this is an amazing... It set the stone for what games should be in this year. And be honest, like, after Clair Obscur came out, a lot of other good games started coming out. Which is good to see that competition inspires greatness. So then after that, you got Death Stranding 2, which, as I said before, it's a sequel. It's the best term of a sequel possible. It adds more and expands on already the existing content from the first game. Not to mention good bosses, really funny moments. One of my favorite scenes from the second game is the pizza shop fight scene.
In which game?
Death Stranding 2.
Oh yeah.
The pizza shop fight scene. I love it. I thought that was funny as hell, and it was great. I love some of the realistic aspects of Death Stranding 2, like you can get frostbite, like all this nice stuff that's like realistic and nice. You could
just like stay, like if you were out in like an open landscape, you could just sit your character there and just like turn the camera 360, and it's like it's on, like you see like a black hole appearing in like the, you know what I mean? Just like this, it was unbelievable. Yeah. But, and then to your point with Expedition 33, just,
the sheer scope,
character development, the scope of it, the weirdness, but a cool kind of weirdness, you know?
And then now you got Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which, my opinion, Kingdom Come is one of the most realistic medieval games ever made. It is very technical, very realistic in the fighting scenes, like with using actual sword techniques that were used in those times, with realistic type of... It's basically just a medieval simulator in the realest sense possible, which I know a lot of people liked, and I did know that they did, like I said, it did the good thing of a sequel, add more and expand on what they already had, which was cool. Then you have Silk Song. Silk Song's situation was very cool, is because, as I said before, they just enjoyed making this game so much, it set them back 2 years, which is funny to think. And not to mention, with the $20 price tag, it being extremely reasonable, that pretty much everybody can enjoy. It's a lovable challenge of a side-scroller RPG that's just overall a fun time. I personally have not played it, but I do know a good friend of mine who is a big Silksong and big Hollow Knight fan, and they have just been loving it ever since it came out. Which game am I missing?
Donkey Kong?
No, I'm saving that for last.
Oh.
I think it's Expedition, Donkey Kong, Silksong, Kingdom Come, Death Stranding 2. Yeah, it is Donkey Kong last. Donkey Kong Bonanza. As much as Nintendo has been getting hate recently, which is fair for the ridiculous pricing, you stingy bastards. Donkey Kong Bonanza was a complete surprise to a lot of fans who love the Donkey Kong games throughout the years.
Yep.
Personal favorite reaction was watching a streamer who's a Pokemon YouTube content creator. He does a lot of Pokemon stuff. He was watching the Nintendo Direct and he screamed so loud and was so happy to see. I gotta show you the clip. It's so funny. This guy lost his goddamn mind because they have not made a new Donkey Kong game in like 30 years, which is nuts to think about.
And wasn't he the one who thought it was going to be Super Mario Odyssey 2 and then it ended up being Donkey Kong?
Yeah, he thought it was going to be something along those lines. And then he saw monkeys and bananas.
And he flipped.
And he lost his damn mind. When he heard the DK punching through the wall, he literally grabbed his microphone and almost broke it.
That is funny, dude.
I got to show it to you because it's so funny. And I just love his reaction.
So MD says, this year in gaming has been competitive. My vote is Expedition 33, but I can see someone else taking. I do think Death Stranding 2 might win some awards. I don't know how much, though. My 3 is Expedition 33, Donkey Kong.
See, Donkey Kong's valid because, like...
I got it. I just, like, it's just funny. Donkey Kong, it is... I mean, it's from the makers of Super Mario Odyssey, which I thought was my favorite Mario game I've ever played.
It's such a good way to like take the Odyssey team and like, you know what? Instead of doing Mario, why don't we do a Donkey Kong game where you're allowed to basically explore however which way you want. The terrain is almost completely destructible. You can build bridges using dirt. You can do all this wacky stuff. The music is gas. All these new characters that they added in, really cool. I love the customizations you can actually do with DK and Pauline. It's great. I'm not going to say it's not a bad game because I'm not going to say it's a bad game because it's not. It's good.
I don't think it's going to win though. I mean, it could potentially win some.
I do think it can be like, I do think it could win a lot of the other award. I don't know how many awards it was nominated for. I think it was like nominated for like 2 or 3 besides Game of the Year. But I do think it has a possibility to win those.
Yeah.
Because like I said, it's a good game and it deserves, in my opinion, it actually deserves its spot.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think it deserves to win.
Yeah. My heart, guys, wants to see, because Death Stranding 1 didn't win last time for 2019, I'd like to see Death Stranding 2 win. But my gut tells me that Expedition 33 is going to probably win most of these.
Probably.
I mean, I think that Death Stranding is also nominated for the music, but I think Expedition 33 is going to win.
Yeah, I think that's also, like, I think those two are going to be nominated.
I think you might be right though, Jeff. That Expedition 30, this might just be their year. It kind of just
it's giving
wins
me
in everything.
It's giving me the same feeling that Baldur's Gate 3 did, because Baldur's Gate 3 was also nominated for like 13 awards and it won almost all of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, my personal favorite category that I saw that I'm actually very happy to see a game that I fell in love with as soon as I saw a demo of it was Dispatch. Dispatch is nominated for best debut game.
Oh, I did see something about that. Yeah.
Yes. And especially since the big hitter the creator actually took down his nomination, Megabonk. The creator said, I don't deserve to be here because this is not my debut game. I have been a part of many other projects and it would not feel right to either win this or be nominated for an award that this isn't my first rodeo.
Yeah.
Which, first of all, kudos to you for actually respecting the term of debut game, even though it's kind of obvious who you are now that looking at your name. But still, congrats on the game. It actually is a lot of fun. I have seen a lot of people like play it, and it does look like a very good time. So kudos to you, man. You made a great piece of product. But you also get to see 2 games I think are on there too, is Dispatch. Love that game.
Multiplayer game of the year is probably going to be what? Battlefield?
Yes.
Battlefield 6 should win.
100%.
It should absolutely win.
It's not, there's no way in hell it's not winning. It is the most sold Battlefield game ever. It outdid Call of Duty's best. There's no way it's not winning.
Yeah, it's got to win. Yeah. I mean, I'm probably, once again, I'm a little bit biased when it comes to Hideo Kojima. I'd like to see Hideo win again because I think he's the GOAT. But but I do think, I don't know who the director is for Expedition 33, but I think that just based on the accomplishment, because Hideo now has a pretty big, I mean, look, and he's worked very hard for it, but he, you know, obviously these guys with Hideo or Kojima Productions, they have a pretty heavy.
Have they fumbled ever?
What's that?
Has Kojima Industries ever fumbled?
Kojima Productions has, since they started, they have absolutely not fumbled at all, and their new one's going to be OD.
Yeah, because that's the thing that I've noticed is like the reason why Kojima is so respected because any game that he touches turns to gold. Because that's
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
Yep.
The original Smash Bros. Brawl and Melee, those are Kojima Productions.
Dude, he is so, you know, and, what I also think though about him,
he has the Midas touch of gaming producing.
Well, you know what's, I think that probably actually the most impressive thing to me about Kojima, why I really look at him as like just one of the founding fathers of like just taking the gaming industry to like new heights is that Death Stranding was nominated in 2019, and we already have Death Stranding 2, which is like a couple of notches higher a number of years later. It wasn't 20 years between Death Stranding 1 and 2.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like they can churn out games, but it's not like this, like, you know, quantity over quality. I mean, they're pumping out games, but it's like, dude, how are they getting better? And it's only taking them like 5 years to do them.
Because I think what they focus to, especially with Kojima Productions, I think what they mainly focus on is that once they get the initial like gameplay done, like the graphics, all that other type of stuff, like basically just make the game itself, they go hard on the writing.
Yeah.
Because if you notice, like there's not that much difference between graphics between Death Stranding 1 and 2. Not much, but there's like a little upgrade.
They're locked in.
And it's the same thing with Splinter Cell. Like a lot of the like older Splinter Cells, they all look the same a little bit, but the writing just keeps getting better and better and better.
Yeah.
I think that's what they focus on mostly, is just making sure a well-written story is good.
Yeah.
Which is like it's the double-edged sword of whenever you're trying to produce any type of like literature project, is that you got to focus either on one thing or the other. You really can't focus on everything because then it's going to suck all together.
Yeah. Well, the question is for you guys. What do you guys think about like the games that have been nominated? Let's just take best game of the year. Which game do you think is going to win? And what games do you think could be sleeper games that make a lot of noise during the process?
I did see Alter is actually nominated for one award, which I'm actually excited.
We missed one of the games was Hades 2, right?
Hades 2, but Hades 2 was also nominated for Game of the Year. God damn, this year is stacked.
Yeah. I don't think, well, I mean, I haven't played Hades 2. I played the first one.
I played the first one. I have not played Hades 2. It hasn't been around long enough, in my opinion, to where I can make an accurate representation, but I have seen a lot of gameplay, like a decent chunk of gameplay, a lot of the cutscenes. I haven't seen much gameplay, but I've seen some of the cutscenes and stuff. And from what I've seen, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Like it just, again, it's a sequel, and it does the sequel title perfectly, expanding and adding.
What's going to win, guys? Drop down to the comment section down below. Let us know
Think
your
long
thoughts.
And hard. It is a stacked list this year.
It is. MD says, I agree. DK isn't going to win, but deserves a nod. I agree. Yep.
Yes,
I
definitely.
100% agree.
Definitely.
So this leads us still kind of down the same vein of the Game Awards. The Door in the Desert. There is a door, guys and girls, if you guys haven't seen, that is... where is it? Is it the Sahara
Nevada.
or Nevada? That's right. I was like, what? This is Sahara.
Yeah, it's at the Nevada desert, which is
Nevada desert. And I'll put a picture, guys, on the screen so you guys can take a look at it.
Added the night picture too, because that thing glows in the dark.
Yeah. So, okay. It looks kind of like something is either trying to get out of the door. It almost looks like someone from the Upside Down in Stranger Things, but it looks like kind of a spider-like figure that's trying to like come out of the door or get into the door. And so I'm not sure exactly what it, regardless, tons of speculation right now of what it is. And so Jeff, I think I want to give you the floor. What do you think it is and what do you want it to be?
Okay. So every time I look at this door, it screams Soulsborne game. Something about it is like itching at the back of my skull. It's a Souls game. Something along those lines. I can't tell what, because we have the Dustbloods that's coming out, which good luck to that game. It's the follow-up of Elden Ring. Good luck. And it's a Switch 2 exclusive. Good luck. But yeah, so it just, something about it is just screaming Soulsborne. I've been doing some research on this thing because it's been piquing my interest quite a bit. First, another thing that I saw a lot of people talking about was Diablo. Blizzard confirmed that it has nothing to do with Diablo, which is fine by me. Then people will start pointing out the bear, the armor, and like the crocodile, and people are saying, oh, this is God of War Egypt. Santa Monica, the producers for the God of War games, said, that's not it either. So we can knock those three out of the park. It is very demonic in nature because there's a lot of like demons and skulls a part of it. And then there's the big ass rune in the middle. Like I said, something is just screaming Souls game to me. I don't think it could be Elden Ring 2 because what's the producer's name? The guy who's in charge of all the Souls games. I forget his name.
Oh, I forget.
He's the best liar ever. Because when Elden Ring came, I was like, we have no plans to make a DLC for Elden Ring or a sequel. Yeah. Best liar ever.
Yeah.
Made Shadow of the Erdtree. It's like, all right, we're done with Elden Ring. No, here's Night Rain.
Right. So,
love that guy. Really cool.
So you think it's Souls? Like, what do you want it to be?
I want it to be a Souls game. I'm be honest. I want it to be a Souls game. So another fun fact about it, first of all, it's in the Nevada desert. So people are like linking this could be Elder Scrolls 6. Could be the Elder Scrolls 6 game that's been taken, how long Skyrim been out? Almost like over a decade.
Oh, dude, it's taken so long to get Elder Scrolls 6. Some are saying Fallout New Vegas remastered.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying too.
Because it's in Nevada.
It's in the Nevada desert, like right outside of Vegas. So it could be, or they also pointed some nods at Half-Life because of the road that's like right next to it. So there's connections to gaming everywhere on this thing. I have no idea what it is. I hope it's a Souls game or it's something new entirely. I would not mind something new entirely, but there's also been some rumors that it's a sequel of something.
So I'm going to tell you what I think it is, and I'll tell you what I'd like it to be. Now, I see all the talk about Half-Life 3. You know what, Jeff? I'm not as like in tuned with Half-Life, so I'm not really sure.
Nor am I, because I never grew up.
Right.
I never grew up playing Steam.
So Half-Life, like I've of course I've seen tons of memes, I've seen gameplay and stuff. I mean,
Garry's Mod in general is just a
Half-Life Alyx, I did play that. That was really cool, but so I don't know if I don't think it's Half-Life. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't think it's Half-Life.
We already know we're getting Half-Life 3.
What's that?
You remember we got that
confirmed? Right. It looks like there's gonna be certainly a Half-Life 3 coming. I don't know if this is the or if this is like, I don't know what this is.
I don't think it's going to be an announcement for it, but I do think the Half-Life 3 is probably going to launch with the Steam engine.
Something. We know it's not God of War. Elder Scrolls 6, I don't think, I think Bethesda is still a long ways off from Elder Scrolls 6.
Well, people were pointing out like the entrance of like at the very base of it looked like an Oblivion Gate, which is like the portal to hell in Elder Scrolls Land.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I mean, maybe.
It feels, and this is what I love about like mysteries like this. It's a conglomerate of a bunch of different references and a bunch of different stuff, and it really makes your head turn. And the fact is, like, we're only like a couple days from finding out what's that door.
So a couple other games that I'm not seeing very many people talking about.
Watch it be Fable.
Well, I like, that's the thing. Okay, originally when I first saw it, I was like, oh, The Witcher 4. But then I was like, I was thinking about it and I'm like, well,
I doubt
why are they going to do The Witcher? Oh, they've already revealed The Witcher 4.
Yeah.
We've seen a ton of gameplay. We've seen all these things. So why
That's
would it
also
be The
another
Witcher 4 unless they're going to do something with the door where it opens and it shows the release date or something? I don't know.
That's also a thing to keep in mind. Like, this is going to be an announcement, so it's
Right.
So it's not going to be anything new. It's not going to be no. It's only going to be anything new. It's not going to be anything that we already know, because we already seen gameplay of The Witcher 4. Plus, it doesn't really match up with the colors of The Witcher 4. Mainly,
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
that like
it's hard to say
that
now.
cyan green that's been labeled with The Witcher 4. I don't think it's gonna go well with that bright red glowing rune that they've got on the front.
Yeah. I'm going to throw a couple curveballs. The first one, even though I'm like the creature and some of the stuff on the sides of the door, it doesn't, I don't know if it fits, but we haven't seen a lot, is intergalactic.
That's a possibility too.
I'm wondering, like, because remember in Intergalactic, we saw the robot, right?
Yes.
So it's a robot. The door is not robotic, but we've only seen, what was it? That we saw that quick teaser
We saw
of
the quick
Intergalactic.
teaser, we saw the cool ship, and we saw the main character.
I don't know if it's going to be, if Naughty Dog is, who knows, but I was like, okay, could it be Intergalactic? Here's the one though, that could really be where this whole thing gets totally wacky. What if, and I'm kind of talking myself out of it because I'm like, I don't think they're going to show it this soon, but if they do, it doesn't make a lot of sense unless they're tricking us. Cyberpunk 2.
No. I don't think so.
Because here's my thought. Remember, the reason why it wouldn't make sense is because they said it's the setting of Cyberpunk 2 is a Chicago themed gone wrong.
Yeah.
But what if they came out at the Game Awards and said, no guys, it's not a Chicago gone wrong, it's a Las Vegas gone wrong? I don't know if they would do that, but I don't like in Cyberpunk, they do, like, they have a lot of wacky stuff in it, but like,
I think you're grasping it. I think you're grasping it air, my man.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, when I saw it for the first time, I was like, okay, Witcher 4,
I wouldn't mind a CG
Intergalactic,
I wouldn't mind a CG Project Red horror game.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, I'd be like, dude, if it's a horror game, I would be hyped.
I also don't think this door has anything to do with Capcom, because I think Capcom is very busy right now. So, because they have Resident Evil, they have Resident Evil Requiem, they also have Monster Hunter Wilds is reaching the end of the base game's life cycle, maybe. Yeah. Depends on what they got plans for after this last title update, quote unquote last title update, whatever they got plans for it. There might be a fifth one. Who knows? They also have the third Monster Hunter Stories game coming out next year. Then they also, I've been hearing rumors that they actually got another Monster Hunter title in the works. This one has been in the works for a very long time. I think it was before Rise, but it was after Rise, but in between, it was before Wilds. It is an open world Monster Hunter game, an open world survival game.
Okay.
So I'm curious on how much, because I've been hearing like in the background about this game. Every now and then I've seen some concept art that there are people working on this, and apparently it's the same guys who made Frontier, which Frontier is wild. If you think regular Monster Hunter is wild, Frontier is nuts.
Well, the last one, dude, is I'm wondering if the door really, like, everybody's thinking
Watch it mean nothing.
Exactly.
Watch it mean
no. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to say this, though. What if it's a sponsor kind of thing where I was like, okay, I was thinking about it, and then when I saw it, the first things that came to my mind was The Witcher, Intergalactic, maybe Cyberpunk 2, maybe Elder Scrolls, maybe Fallout, whatever. But then I was thinking about it, and I was like, what if it's just like a sponsorship kind of thing for Stranger Things?
Doubt it.
I doubt it too, because it's not really.
It doesn't fit the Stranger Things vibe, because
the thing is that we haven't seen any creature like that in Stranger Things.
Well,
So I don't know. Like
that's what
I
I'm
was just
thinking,
thinking, I
'cause,
was
like-
just wondering because you know how Stranger Things, the last season, just the first 4 episodes just came out. The next 3 episodes come out Christmas Day, and then the finale of the show is
Here's why
the
I don't
end of
think,
the year.
here's why I don't think it has anything to do with Stranger Things. Is for one, the way the door is built, it doesn't really fit the Stranger Things.
I'm sorry, I meant like like they're promoting Stranger Things, but they're actually making a Stranger Things game. I don't know. It was just a thought of mine, like they're promoting. It's like a big promotion for Stranger Things, the show. But then they're like, "Hey, we're actually, guys, just so you know, you're not done in Hawkins. There's gonna be a game now." I
wouldn't mind a Stranger Things video game. I would love that.
I don't know.
I would not mind a Stranger Things video game, but it just something about it isn't just.
Yeah,
screaming.
crocodiles and yeah, it's
The
a
whole
little
thing, the whole thing with like the demons, the crocodiles, the bear, like all this like skulls and stuff. With Stranger Things, from what I've seen, a lot of like the weird stuff that happens is more of like flesh crafting. Like everything kind of looks like pink and fleshy, and like the doors in between just kind of look like, you know, intestines, all that type of stuff, and tentacles. I don't think it's gonna do anything. I'll watch this. They're gonna blow it up, and then they just pull out like a game's like icon, like the Overwatch symbol or something, just like something random, and that's all they give us. And then like indented in is a date of when they get a trailer. Watch them do some shit like that, or the door opens and it's just a date.
Oh man, that would be that. Yeah, that would be wild. Or like my own personal if you were to ask me what I think it is versus what I want it to be, bro, you're gonna laugh, Jeff.
Yeah,
I want it to be State of Decay 3.
Honestly,
can you imagine, dude?
I would laugh my ass off if it's State of Decay 3.
Dude, I would, dude, yo, I would scream.
It would be so funny.
I mean, I can't see it happening.
I don't see it happening, but it would be funny.
I would be over the moon excited.
It would be so funny if it's State of Decay 3. I doubt it, but it would be funny.
I doubt it because we haven't seen anything like what a zombie spider, like gigantic spider.
No, we haven't seen any demons. We haven't seen any spiders, so it's most likely not that.
No, that's like personally what I would love to see, but I think, dude, they're
only 3 people know the answer, and it's actually no, technically 4 people. The CEO, whoever's making this game.
Yep.
Jeff
Keighley,
and apparently two reporters. That is it.
So we're gonna find out soon.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. Like that's the thing. Also, is like
it's exciting that we don't have to wait forever.
Yeah, that's another thing too that I'm happy about. Is
unless the like, guys, we know you have been wondering about the door. And then, just so you know, the door's gone. But
watch them say
there's a timer for this time next year.
Watch them say.
Can
like,
you imagine?
Like, I just
bro?
imagine the door disappears. There's nothing but like a scorch mark on the ground. It's like, what door? I don't know what you're talking about. You're crazy.
Or they just put like some like they put a timer in front of the door, and it's like, guys, you can go visit the door. It will open in like a year or something crazy, dude. And I don't think I think we're looking too deep into it.
I think we're just.
But I do agree that it's either going to be some kind of sponsorship sort of ordeal, like a sponsor, or like somebody paid a ton of money to have this door here, or this is something that the Game Awards was like, yo, we want to do this for this game because this is going to be the next big thing.
Probably whatever it is, it's definitely big, and I swear, if it's
I don't want it to be Elder Scrolls.
I would not mind it to be Elder Scrolls.
It's just we've been waiting so long, and you're going to show this, and then it's going to be another 5 years before the game comes out.
And don't fuck this up. But yeah, like it also could be a new.
I'm with you though about a horror game. I would love it to be a horror game.
Yeah.
Imagine if it's The Last of Us 3.
No.
Bro, that would be crazy.
No.
But I don't think it's that.
Something also, now that we've been talking about this for a minute now, something else has also clicked in my head for this thing. It could be a whole new, like, gaming connecting platform.
Mm-hmm.
because it just feels like there's so much like kind of shoved into this thing, and that's just the theme of it just being demonic, and it's just like a whole new like gaming streaming platform, like basically like a new Steam or something like that. But then that's gonna be impossible because you can't beat Steam.
Yeah.
You really can't. Like, that's the funny thing about Steam is like you just can't beat them.
Yeah.
Because they just keep making good stuff.
They do. They're crushing it, dude. Well,
Yeah.
guys, the question is for you. What do you guys think about the door that's in the desert?
Random ass fucking door.
Yeah. Drop down in the comment section down below. What game do you guys think it is, or do you think it's a sponsor spot? What do you guys think this is? Drop down in the comment section down below and let us know your thoughts. All right, guys. With that down, let's talk about this. Jeff, obviously, I want to talk a little bit about some of the games that we would like to see announced, or see gameplay. Obviously, the Game Awards. This is going to be the last massive event of the year.
Yeah.
Everyone in our community is hoping, and fingers crossed, they want to see State of Decay 3 gameplay or something like a release date trailer or something of that nature. Let's start there. Do you think that after what we've heard from Ches Gordon, for those of you guys who don't know, we kind of covered this where Ches had mentioned, and he's a reporter with Windows Central, he covers everything Xbox typically, says that he does not believe that State of Decay 3 is going to be releasing in 2026, that it will more likely be 2027. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to see it here.
Yeah, it doesn't mean we're not going to get like any announcements or whatever. I do think there could be an announcement. The possibility is there, but it's not the best possibility.
Right.
I think it can be done. I don't see a reason why they can't just give us a little bit extra. Because again, I've said this before in the podcast, we've gotten nothing for almost like 4 years. We've definitely gotten no gameplay. We saw, the second trailer in 2024, but gameplay would be awesome. Or if they showed us gameplay but didn't give us a release date, and it was like, okay, well, that can maybe hold us over until I guess 2026 or 2027. But just give us a little something. That's all I ask. Just a little.
And they
bit.
might show us stuff at whether it's the Dev Direct in January of 2026 or at the Xbox Game Showcase of 2026 for State of Decay 3. But I have a feeling, Jeff, that we're not going to see State of Decay 3 at the Game Awards. I just don't think so. Especially because
but the possibility is there.
It is there. Yeah. And I mean, what do you think if let's say they did show it? What do you think that they would show?
Probably a smidgen of gameplay trailer, just a smidgen.
Because probably not the release date.
Not the release date, but probably like the release year.
Okay, well that would be cool.
Yeah,
I'd be down with that. I would love to see some official gameplay from it, though.
Maybe some official gameplay, or maybe some like cutscenes or something. Something just to give us like a little bit of hold us over and all that.
Well, and I think. Yeah, I mean, it's just been radio silence from Undead Labs, and so if they could just give us like a quick update or whatever, and
anything on anything on like Instagram, Twitter, just a little bit of something just to hold these motherfuckers over.
Well, Xbox apparently they're gonna be at the Game Awards, but it's like, what are they gonna be showing?
They're gonna be hanging in the streets then,
because they've got the Dev Direct in January, a month later. So it's like, okay, well, if they show State of Decay 3 at the Game Awards, which is going to be that's a bigger deal, in my opinion, than the Dev Direct or even potentially the Xbox Game Showcase.
Yeah.
The Game Awards is a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, if you want to show off some of your heavy hitters, you should show it off at the Game Awards.
Yeah.
So, State of Decay 3, I think we're not going to see at the Game Awards because Xbox likes to, for whatever reason, they like controlling when they show off their certain IPs.
That's stupid.
I don't know. So more than likely, no State of Decay 3 at the Game Awards.
Yeah, probably not. E-Day.
Gears of War E-Day.
E-Day on there, and I would be shocked if they didn't release another trailer.
Really?
I would be shocked.
I would love to see Gears of War E-Day at the Game Awards.
I don't see why they wouldn't.
Because the only reason why they wouldn't is if they're going to show it at the Dev Direct or at the Xbox Game Showcase.
Yeah, that's another reason.
Which, I mean, I don't know how much these companies pay to be on the Game Awards, but I'm like, dude, if you want to have a, like we talk about Gamescom, bro, that's becoming the biggest like global gaming event in the world. Why aren't you showing shit there? I mean, unless it's astronomically expensive. I don't know. I don't know these things, but I'm just saying that's a great opportunity. So the Game Awards to me is a great opportunity to have a bunch of people around the country, even across the world, watching this thing. And also, it's like,
if it's a money thing, you also got to think about like if they do it, because like what the GameSpot or whatever it's called, Jeff Keighley does, like the Game Award, like the, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So he does like summer Game Fest. He does all kinds of stuff.
All that type of stuff. And then if you do the Xbox Game Showcase, that for one, that's in-house. So you don't pay a dime for venue, but you pay for everything else.
True.
Which is most likely probably cheaper than paying for your advertisement slot.
On like Game Awards.
Yeah, because the Game Awards is like the biggest show in the country.
For gaming. Yeah.
No, in general. It's been outdoing the Oscars. It's been outdoing the Grammys. It's been outdoing everything recently.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that's cool. Well, okay. So your prediction has been that Gears of War E-Day will be at the Game Awards.
I would be shocked if it wasn't. I would be shocked.
I actually would be shocked if it is. I just think that you have the Dev Direct and the Xbox Game Showcase next year. I just think Xbox is in such shambles right now.
Oh, it's so bad for them.
So you really think that they're going to spend the money to be at the Game Awards? I mean, they're obviously going to be there.
Yeah.
But I just don't know what they're going to show.
If they're not going to show it at the Game Awards, they're definitely going to show it at their Xbox Game Pass showcase.
Oh yeah, the Game Showcase. Yeah, 100%. I mean, if they don't,
it would be
dude,
stupid if they didn't.
Especially because Gears is coming out next year.
Yeah, especially since Gears
and
is
Fable. I don't think we're going to see Fable at the Game Awards because that is reportedly getting a massive update at the Dev Direct.
Probably just
in January.
like a massive overhaul. Which would be cool.
The Dev Direct is gonna reveal a lot of Fable. I think.
One thing that I'm
Halo. I don't think they're gonna have at Game Awards.
No, if they're gonna show anything for Halo, they're probably just gonna show like the remaster that they showed like initially, just like to show that hey, this is coming out soon.
Right.
Which fun, but yeah, like as much people like are hating on it, I was like, it's Combat Evolved with an Unreal Engine 5 graphics and some mechanics.
Yeah,
fine.
Like, my issue with it is once again kind of like the Gears of War Reloaded, a remaster. You know what I mean?
Well, no, the thing is
because you had the Master Chief Collection, and now you got the
Combat Evolved.
Campaign Evolved. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing is with Combat Evolved, like it is in the Master Chief Collection, but the Master Chief Collection is just all of the games in order.
Right.
This is like a full-on remaster in a completely different engine.
Yeah.
It's not going to feel.
It just kind of feels like Reloaded a little bit.
It's not going to feel like a port. Like
right.
It's not going to feel like a port. It's going to actually be a whole new game almost from scratch.
I mean, I'm like, look, dude, I got Master Chief on the wall in here. Yeah. You know, I mean, I love Master Chief and I love Halo. Yeah. Grew up with it. You know, so I'm good with it. It's I get kind of vibes like Reloaded. It's kind of like why aren't they showing Halo 7? I don't know. It's
because Halo Infinite wasn't really that well received.
No, I know. I mean, but apparently I don't know. What else do you think? I think people are assuming that maybe GTA 6 will be at the Game Awards. I actually don't think it's going to.
No, I don't think so either.
I don't think GTA 6 is going to be there. I do hope that Intergalactic is there.
Yes. There are two games.
Fallout New Vegas Remastered has been rumored.
Yes, I want a New Vegas remaster. Like what y'all did with Oblivion. I don't care. I want to play Fallout New Vegas.
Or a new Fallout altogether is what some people are talking about.
New Fallout altogether, would not mind it. But from all like it's all showing signs that New Vegas is definitely getting the Oblivion treatment next.
That'd be cool.
Because
New Vegas, honestly, dude, I mean, it might be a little controversial. I think New Vegas was probably my favorite.
That's not controversial. That's fact.
You think it was better than you think you think most people think it was better than like 3 or 4 or whatever? Yeah.
From what I've heard, a lot of people are putting Fallout New Vegas as one of, if not the best Fallout games ever made. Putting 4 right underneath it, because 4 is good too. It has its problems, but 4 is good too. And 3 underneath it. Because 3 was cool, because here's why 3 was cool. It was the first Fallout game. It was the first Fallout game made by Bethesda. And it was a completely different game from what the original one was, which was a over-the-top 3D story game, while this one is a first-person shooter story game with an open world.
Wait, who made the first two Fallouts?
I don't know who made the first two Fallouts, but I have seen like gameplay of the original two being over the top. What's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, but yeah, it was made by two completely different.
Okay.
It was made by two.
Bethesda took over with 3.
Yeah, with 3, and then
okay, I didn't even know that.
New Vegas to Obsidian, then make that to like it was a different style of Fallout game. It was just basically like a Fallout story in the Fallout universe, which was cool because like that's the thing with like a lot of Fallout games that people don't really like. Yeah, you start as a vault dweller. This game you don't. You start as a random courier that got shot in the head, and you want revenge, and you go through anybody to get through it.
What else would you want to see though announced? Or no, let's not even talk about. Let's say whether it's an announcement or just further information. I do think take the door out of it.
Yeah.
I do think that CD Projekt Red will be there for The Witcher.
Yes,
I think we're going to see some because
we're gonna see
apparently The Witcher 4 is coming out next year.
Yes, we might get a announcement trailer for the release date, a release date trailer for
release date trailer would be really cool.
I think definitely.
I'm very excited. I don't know. Well, regardless of what, I know a lot of people were crying about Siri. I think that
my buddy,
The Witcher 4 looks awesome.
Yeah, my buddy. I have a very good friend of mine. His name is Davey. Really cool guy.
Shout out Davey.
Yeah, he's one of my closest friends ever. He is a massive Witcher fan. Like he loves The Witcher 3.
The Witcher's awesome, bro.
I played through it. It's not my cup of tea.
Oh, you didn't like 3?
No, I'm not gonna say I didn't like it. It's just not my type of game.
I got you.
I'm not saying it's bad by any means. It is a masterful game. It revolutionized RPGs for a very long time. Had arguably the best DLC for a game ever made with being Blood and Wine. And it just kind of set the standard for RPGs for a very long time.
That's interesting because you said that
there's many games.
It's interesting that you like games like Elden Ring. Did you say you like Elder Scrolls?
Yeah, I enjoy Skyrim.
It's just interesting that because to me, out of all of the, I guess
when
we say like medieval or fantasy, to me, The Witcher's at the top.
The Witcher
for
is
me.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
It's at the top for me. I love The Witcher.
It's a really good game. I'm not going to deny that, but it's just not for me.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I get it, bro.
I'm willing to admit that it is a beautiful game with a masterful story, with lovable characters, with really cool cutscenes and fighting mechanics. It just is not for me.
Yeah.
I'm willing to say that. I did give it a good like couple hours of attempt. Like I think I gave like 8 hours of gameplay. It was great. I loved it. Really cool. I love The Witcher show. And Netflix.
Yeah, I did too.
I did too.
I don't like it as much with
not anymore.
Whatever.
Not anymore. That's a whole other conversation.
Yeah. Well, what else?
But my friend Davey, he is a massive Witcher fan, and because he knew The Witcher 4 was coming out when I told him like they announced The Witcher 4. I was like, you're not joking. I'm like, no, I'm not. And he wanted to like hold back on the spoilers and like all the trailers and stuff and wait for the game to come out. And I was showing him like gameplay trailers and he's like, dude, this looks good. I'm like, yeah, I know, man.
It looks incredible.
It looks so good.
Yeah.
Looks so pretty.
It does. It looks incredible.
And he says, yeah, like I don't mind playing a series because like, and we both agreed like The Witcher 3 kind of sets up Ciri to be the main character.
I mean, they're doing it like CD Projekt Red, man. Talk about to a degree. A slept on studio. I mean, not slept on, but like
slept on, but like those guys just know how to do shit right, and they just need the time.
And if they don't, yeah, and if they fuck up, man, they're gonna figure it out.
Oh yeah, like that's the thing with CG Projekt Red that I love is that they, for one, they rarely fuck up, and if they do,
but when they do. They figure it out. It's bad, but they'll figure it out.
But they'll figure it out. Like I can like if any other studio had Cyberpunk, I think they would have just given up on it.
I think it would have died.
I think any other studio took that. If any
Hello Games probably would have the guys who did No Man's Sky.
Yeah,
they probably would have like
those guys
really
hard.
They would have pushed hard to keep fix Cyberpunk.
Those guys
but yeah, there's not a. I mean, yeah, dude, there's not a lot of studios where
I cannot like there would be so many studios I know would just drop it after the bad launch that it had.
Yeah, What else would you want to see at the Game Awards?
I know this is extremely unlikely, but with the 10th anniversary of Bloodborne, I would love to see a Bloodborne remaster or remake for the PC, so I can play it on PC without having to do it illegally. Because the only way you could play Bloodborne on PC is to port it and use an emulator. But the problem is, Sony, being the pain in the ass that they are, but this is justifiable for once, they banned all the emulators that you can use online. They actually sued them all.
Really?
You cannot play Bloodborne on the PC anymore. It's only on the PlayStation 4. It is only on the PlayStation 4. There's not even a port for PlayStation 5.
Damn. I would love to see, okay, we already talked about Intergalactic.
Yes.
I would like to see more, like whether it's a story trailer or something.
Another game that I want to see more of is Beasts of Reincarnation by Game Freak.
Oh yeah.
I want to see more of that because if this game does well, to all my Pokemon fans out there, if this game does well, maybe, just maybe, Nintendo will give Game Freak the money they need to make a good Pokemon game again.
The Black Myth game or whatever I forget what that one's called.
The new Black Myth game.
Woke or
Woke or whatever. It's something Chinese. I don't know.
Yeah. I would like I'm not even actually a big fan of those games, but after seeing that teaser trailer that they showed us, I was like, dude, this looks.
And I'm happy that they're expanding on different forms of the Chinese mythology.
Yeah,
I do think that's very cool because first of all, you picked the best one to start with, Wukong, because everybody knows Wukong. Everyone knows Wukong. Everyone who's seen Dragon Ball, they know who Wukong is. They just know.
Yeah. You think they'll show like any other like horror related games? I mean, we're probably not going to get if Naughty Dog shows off Intergalactic. There's been rumblings that The Last of Us 3 is being made, but I don't think they're going to that's not
yet.
I don't think that's happening.
I think that's a 2027
that's it could be a ways away even if we don't even know if it's true.
I wouldn't mind seeing another Resident Evil trailer. Definitely.
I just feel like they've shown so much, or do they really need to? I don't, unless they want to just do like a.
Have they announced the release date?
Yeah, it's like February.
Okay.
February 7th or something.
Okay,
I forget.
Okay, so.
Yeah, but.
So yeah, probably not going to do anything with that then.
Probably not.
OD, you could get something.
Oh, I mean, they did. Yeah, Hideo just like dropped that OD, whatever teaser.
Yeah.
Randomly that showed looked like gameplay and it looked
OD wouldn't be
unnerving for sure. Thank you, MD. Interplay Entertainment and Black Isle Studios made the first 2 Fallout games.
Yeah.
Dylan Walsh asked what those chairs are. Wait, tell me what chairs those are. These are Zero Dark chairs, bro.
Yeah.
I actually got these off of Amazon. I don't even fully. I don't even
remember. You just were browsing chairs.
I wanted something, bro. I wanted something comfy that Jeff would start sinking into. As you can see, he just sinks into these.
I just sinks. I'm a fat bastard.
No, I wanted something like super comfortable that you could just sit here for an hour, however
these
long.
Are comfy.
Watch a football game or get on a podcast and bullshit.
I'm telling you, we need to start. I keep telling you this, and we're gonna do this eventually. That we need to play games sitting here.
I know we
just have either games on the big TV, have the stream on the laptop over there, and then just have one of us go back and forth.
Yeah, we've got I probably have to hook up like an HDMI from the PC monitor to the TV, and then
either have it
run OBS. We'll have to run OBS or whatever. I mean, we capture the screen, but we just cast it onto the TV, and then we're playing like a two player. Yeah, State of Decay. Yeah, we're definitely planning on doing that.
Yeah, we gotta do that eventually. Like we just like on a Thursday where we don't do a podcast, we can just sit here and just play like
right, exactly. MD says Resident Evil Requiem comes out February 27th. Okay. Yeah, so I can see them doing a launch trailer. Yeah, I agree. I think they've shown so much, but I could see them reminding
Capcom
people.
has got a lot of stuff going on this year. I don't think they'll do it, but I would love to see another trailer.
Yeah.
Doubtful, but wouldn't be too bad. Another game that I would very much like to see is that Clockwork Steamwork game that's being made.
Oh, the
by,
Clockwork Revolution.
yes, I think steampunk is such an underused like theme for video games. I think it's so underused because the last good one that I can remember is BioShock Infinite.
I was about, dude, bro. I was just you're reading my mind. I was gonna say I would like to see what they're cooking over at, I believe it's Cloud Chambers for BioShock 4.
I wouldn't mind.
And
BioShock.
then the same thing with Ken Levine, the one who made BioShock Infinite, is doing Judas. I would like to see Judas, but I think they're on a pretty limited budget, or
Yeah.
maybe they aren't. They're with 2K Games, so I mean they probably have.
I know this is extremely unlikely because the game just came out and it just finished like a couple weeks ago. But Dispatch Season 2 would be nice.
The real question is Call of Duty
No,
gonna be at the
I
Game Awards?
swear to God,
They're gonna announce Season 2 there.
oh my God, if they make a freaking another Call of Duty this year, they've just refused to learn their lesson.
No, they're not gonna show the new Call of
Honestly,
Duty.
what I think Call of Duty should do to save any remnants of what they've got left, you need to split Call of Duty into 3 different games and then just keep doing 3 different things. Keep them all separated because you can save on storage. But
so
have
the
it,
campaign,
yes,
so story, and then each year a new story comes out.
yes,
Zombies, multiplayer.
no.
So like a multiplayer that continues to change, a zombies that continues to change.
No. Have multiplayer and single player in one game every year. Not every year, but every other year. Then for your live service game, keep Warzone where it's at. Like, you just keep adding stuff to Warzone, just make it its all separate game. I think this is the biggest.
Warzone and Blackout need to merge.
Yes,
Because
exactly.
I mean they're bringing out Blackout in a few
Exactly.
months.
Just keep Warzone and Blackout over here, separate game, different. You can't connect
Yeah.
to this and that. But in order to way to like connect like your skin storage, because if it's Call of Duty, there's gonna be a bunch of skins. Just have a Call of Duty account.
Yeah.
They're able to just log into, and you're able to get to your skin library. Just like it flags that saying, "Hey, you have this skin, you can equip it."
Yeah.
Same thing for Warzone. Then have Zombies be its own separate game. So I think a Zombies only game would do so fucking good. I think it would do so good to have a
You
Zombies.
have like a campaign.
Yes, it's
That'd
just
be cool.
because like the thing is with like, the Zombies campaign is like it's for one you got to work for it. Like you really got to work for it. Like some of these Easter eggs are complicated. You got to press this button in the right area at the right time. If you don't, you got to look at this thing that's like 200 miles away, figure out what that symbol is, try to find that said symbol. It's complicated.
Yeah.
Blackout, like Call of Duty Zombies Easter eggs are so complicated.
I don't know, dude. I don't know if there's like, I mean, there's so many. I mean, I could sit here and be like, dude, I'd love to see Splinter Cell or a Splinter Cell remake or something, or a remaster. I would love to see them announce. I mean, the game that we know that's being worked on that I would love to see them show something would be the Max Payne 1 and 2 remakes. I think that would be really cool from Remedy. I mean, if they announced a Dead Space 4, I would flip out. You know, I mean, there's a number of games that I would love to see. I think that the Game Awards, though, Jeff does a pretty good job of like looking for, you know, what are the heavy hitters? What's going to really impact? And so, I don't know, man. I'm excited about it.
Yes, definitely. Me too.
Yeah. But with that being said, everybody, that's going to do it for us. This has been an awesome show. I'm super grateful for all of you who
seriously appreciate
who
every
have
single
joined
one of
us for this episode of the show.
Everybody's been commenting down in the comments. Great.
Yeah.
Love you all.
Jeff, tell everybody once again how they can find you.
You can find me at jthek0518 on Twitch. In all not in all caps, but in full. How you say it is how you type it. And like I said before, I'm gonna try to start getting into a consistent streaming schedule once the holidays are over with. Until then, you're just gonna have to follow me whenever I'm streaming, because I can't guarantee anything.
Well, guys, the next time that you're going to be seeing Jeff and I is going to be for the Game Awards.
Yeah.
Live right here on Horror Theory. Fingers crossed we get to have some crazy announcements that, you know, of things that
That's in
we
2
maybe
weeks, right?
That's in, yeah, dude. I mean, yeah, in a couple of weeks here, we are going to have
'cause
our
it's
hands on
it's
the Game
11th.
Awards. Yep.
It's exactly next week then.
Yep. We're almost there.
Yep.
So you guys will see us for the Game Awards. Super grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you so much, guys, for all of the new subscribers, all the new followers.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
very grateful for all of you, and we're going to be seeing you guys here shortly. If you guys enjoyed this episode of Horror Theory, make sure that you leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Stay positive. Just keep grinding. And as always, I will see you guys all in the next one. Peace out.
Later, gamers. That was great.
Let's go, bro.
Ugh.